Yeah. Yeah. Sims worked better with Tenant because they were about the same age again and everything. Um, they were both young, dynamic. In fact, you know, when he's the Yana master, he makes that comment. Well, if the Doctor could be young, then so can I, and actually force himself to be, you know, younger.
It would have been interesting to see Yana's master pre the pre Utopia, pre the, oh god, I forgot the word, the
Time War.
no,
Oh.
what,
Utopia?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Supposedly he's the War Master.
before the watch, before the
The
whatever,
Fob Watch. Yeah.
that's it.
Supposedly he's the War Master in the audios. Um, and I'm kicking myself because I don't know. I'm blanking on the actor's name. Hey,
Jared Jacoby.
Jerry Jacoby. Thank you, thank you. Such a big name, and I'm like, Sir Jerry Jacoby. Um, yes, in the audios he does the War Master, just the Master during the Time War. So he gets we get to hear what that would be like, but we just never seen it on TV because he was given such, his whole role in Utopia was the professor, and you only see him really evil for about
30 seconds.
30 seconds or a minute or so. When he kills his assistant.
That's a great moment. I just
Yeah.
want you to see more, like,
And he doesn't scream. So you know how usually when they regenerate, they open up their mouth and it's kind of
Yeah.
like screaming. During the Jacoby half of the regeneration, he doesn't scream. Johnson, when they transition, then does the scream. But I'm thinking that's pretty cool. Like you're regenerating, and like for the first half of it, you're like, I got this. I got this. Um, if we ever could, would you like to see Michelle Gomez at a convention like this?
Oh, definitely.
oh,
Okay.
she does great gems, so she does conventions.
Yeah. Note to.
But she does a lot of the larger stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Gallifrey one.
Yeah. Note to self: get her here. Tell Ken
Hey,
to
Ken,
spend the
we
money.
have an idea.
Ken, the group of 15 or 20.
Michellians.
We'll all chip in the no.
Right, exactly. I would do like a Missy fund.
Yeah, we one
Don't
Missy.
fund
Don't
Missy.
miss out.
Okay. Disney's not going to do anything with her. But no, she's done other. I know she afterwards she did Sabrina the Teenage
Yeah.
Witch, and was just the same thing in there, just as a witch. So I think. Well, what are some of the favorite scenes of Missy that we remember? We already talked about when pushing Clara down the hole. Yeah.
And when she moved to 747 over, you want some more shade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't she poke Danvers in the eye too?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not the only mortal enemy of you. I mean, they drove. The doctor drove the Davros's chair. He gets Davros gets poked in the eye by Missy. I mean, the poor guy. All he wanted was like to see the sunrise. And steal the doctor's regeneration energy.
And she shoved Clara into the Dalek.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Now, how cool is that to put
Yep.
to supposedly save Clara, puts her in a Dalek, and then is basically trying to convince the doctor to kill the Dalek.
Right.
Yeah.
And Clara, and we all know Clara's in there, and she's going, Doctor, it's me. Let me out."
Exterminate.
Yeah, and coming out with exterminate and all Dalek talk, and it took the Doctor a little bit to realize something's off here. Like she's pushing me too hard to get to kill the Dalek.
Oh, it
So
won't
something's
hurt
up.
that much with little probes going in your head. In the Dalek.
Yeah. What other favorite scenes do we have of Missy?
Well, I hated when she killed Osgood.
Oh yes, but we find out it's a Zygon Osgood,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a Zygon. We still got the main one.
Bygones be Zygons.
I really love the scenes with her with and
Right.
just them playing off each other.
Oh yeah. I love the one in when she's up in the cloud and the doctor's falling out of the plane and she's with Seb, her assistant, and they're watching the doctor and Seb's like, you know, what's going to happen, and finally, like, the doctor, you know, materializes the TARDIS so he can fall into it, and Seb goes, squeak, and she just just zaps him, like doesn't even look at him, just zaps him, gets rid of him. I mean, again, Missy looked very fun, very non-threatening with her Edwardian
Mary
dog,
Poppins.
Mary Poppins look.
Psycho Mary Poppins.
Yeah, and yet, as we said, she can kill you in a two heartbeats.
But in a loving way.
In a loving way. In a loving way.
I think my favorite scene is when she revealed herself to the doctor.
Yeah, they're revealing
Ah,
something.
yeah.
Say that one.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yes, when they used the initials Ronnie, so it made it look like she was going to be the Ronnie. But then everybody's like, "Now wait a minute, this is not. She's not Ronnie like.
Yeah.
Like, there's like craziness to this woman, and we've seen her before. This is not the Ronnie that we know."
My favorite scene is in The Magician's Apprentice after Capaldi played Pretty Woman for Clara. Missy comes out and they all start like booing her and hissing her, and she's like reveling in it, and because it's like she's enjoying being the villain, and that's like just to me that's like the epitome of what Missy represents. She like revels in it.
Yeah, she's comfortable in her own skin.
Yeah.
She's comfortable with what she's been in the past, and she's not sure what the future is going to bring, because she kind of knew that she was going to be literally stabbed in the back by herself, because she carried that memory. So she knew. So being the masterful schemer, she had some type of out. Like, okay, supposedly she's not supposed to regenerate, but it's the master, it's the mistress. She's got a few aces up her sleeves.
And not the one from Sylvester McCoy.
What's that?
Not the one from Sylvester McCoy. Ace.
That's right. She's got the. I'm just going to check on the time, make sure. Okay. Because I think there's another panel in here, so I just want to make sure we're on time.
You mentioned about her kind of going through Capaldi and talking about how much she loved being a child with him and whatnot. And before Jodie, before Thomas Child, I often thought about one line. She mentioned when she would kind of talk on, she would say, when we were girls together.
Yes. Yeah. So you don't know at what point the doctor was a female in the, I'll just say, the younger days. Because again, the doctor's own history has been rewritten and
The Timeless Child.
played around. The latest one's the Timeless Child.
Well, even with that, I think, so what does she know?
Yeah.
Because if that, as canon, then no one, the doctor doesn't remember that at all. And no master scene that I can recall has kind of poked at it or brought it up. But, is it really one to, I kind of feel like I know something you don't know.
Yeah, we got a little bit more of the doctor's backstory with Missy. In the Delgado years, they were leading to that the master was going to probably be the brother of the doctor. But Delgado got killed in a
Car accident, wasn't it?
car
I
accident.
thought it was a motorcycle.
Well, he was on a motorcycle, and that put all plans with the master on hold. And because Delgado and Pertwee were such good friends, it really had an impact on Pertwee. And then as different actors were leaving the show, that's why eventually Pertwee was. But it was rumored that we would have had the Master and the Doctor as brothers.
And it would have been in his final story.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have been the Planet of the Stars.
yeah,
Then been the final game or something.
yeah. So we didn't get the Master until the Tom Baker years, and then that's when we got the Crispy Master.
Mhm.
Which, ironically, tangent, because Carol Ann Ford's here, and we know that the Doctor left Susan on Earth and supposedly never went back. Well, there's a novel written by another guest here, John Peel, called Legacy of the Daleks, starring the Eighth Doctor. The Eighth Doctor does go back to Earth, does hook up again with Susan. They defeat the Daleks that are on Earth, and then Susan stows away in the Master's TARDIS because it's the Delgado Master, and then ends up on Tercerus, and then basically, in a sense, kind of shoots him with his tissue compression eliminator, but it malfunctions, and instead of killing him, severely damaged him. And then at the end, Chancellor Goff from Gallifrey comes, finds him, and takes him back, and that leads to Deadly Assassin. So there is kind of a connection with how the Master got all burnt and crispy. If you follow the novels, it's because of Susan.
You stood too close to the barbecue.
Yeah. But with Missy, again, I think it was very revolutionary. It was a good way to test the waters, and it was good to get an actress of such high caliber to do it, because it was something that could have easily been very bungled. We've seen that, but she was allowed to build her characterization. It was the tease. Now, when she first appears in Deep Breath, it was small cameos, and then when we get up into the episode with the Cybermen, again, Moffat always liked to end his seasons on with Cybermen. And when we finally hear those words, I'm the mistress. But in short, I prefer to be called Missy. And
It was funny how she said, I can't keep calling myself the Master.
yeah. And before all these doctors just like standing there like totally like dumbfounded, like, oh
Crap.
what's going on? I got Cybermen, and now a female version of the Master I got to deal with. One I've never really encountered. Because every incarnation brings something different, but then you get used to that incarnation. So
I wonder, do Time Lords get PMS?
we won't go there.
Judging by Missy, I would guess yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backslap a Dalek into the next dimension.
But I hope not just with the audios, but I hope at some point maybe Missy gets another shot at being on the show in some way, shape, or form. Because we know RTD likes to bring back characters at different points for some one-offs or limited runs. So I think it was good to finally see a two-master story with her and John Sims. We've seen plenty of multiple Doctor stories. To have one with two masters was excellent, especially in the space when they were taking off on the craft, and Nardole gets in, and Johnson's master says something about like, oh, the Doctor wants me to kill you or something, and then Missy comes in and says the exact same thing. It's like the little ins and outs of that. But is there anything else from the audience? Any other favorite scenes or thoughts on Missy?
Not on Missy, but I was thinking about something very interesting watching the Tom Baker era.
Okay.
Remember the D-Mac gun, the most powerful weapon, would harness all the energy of the Time
yes.
Lords? And according to the Time Lords, the key to time is indestructible. So what would happen if you blasted the key to time with the D-Mac gun?
probably have a very nasty explosion of some sort. Or dematerialization bouncing around.
Or something.
Yeah. So are there any panels anybody's excited for that you're looking forward to?
Tomorrow the Silurians.
The Solarian one? The battle between
Yeah,
the
land in the sea.
Yeah.
I'll be moderating my first panel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
What panel is
I was
that?
actually taking notes because I didn't have any questions on the master on it. So
Ah.
I saw if you saw me with my tablet, I'm like, okay, nope, wait,
Yeah,
question. Like
Well, that's
I'm gonna
like
be on her panel too.
You're
so.
doing the
it's the 20 years of New Who.
20 years of new. Oh man, don't
I'm
even
doing
know
20 years of
Yes.
New Who without the master. I just went, oh shit, I have nothing. with the master.
Because we have 3 of them.
Yep,
3 of them.
4. Thought I counted 4.
Well, if you count
David,
Derek
Jacoby.
Jacoby,
Yeah,
count Derek Jacoby,
Derek Jacoby, Sim,
Sim,
Missy,
Michelle Gomez.
Michelle Gomez,
Sasha
and
Gowan.
Sasha.
So it'll be 4.
Yep.
Although, Derek Jacoby's like really like
Yeah, but he still counts.
still the master. Still the master, even though he was hiding. I think that's very telling too. That the master could get so scared that he/she would try doing those pronouns. He/she would actually hide from the war. So that time war must have been pretty bad. I personally think that's why Christopher Eccleston, when he first arrived and he said, "I'm 900 years old," I'm going, wait a minute, he lost age. Usually they get older. Now this time was actually got younger. Must have been that time war stuff.
Yeah, because Tom Baker said he was like 742.
Sylvester McCoy said he was 953, the exact same age as Durrani. Again, Durrani was another one that went to school, the Doctor and the Master. What do we think? By the way, off track, but what do we think of the Ronnie this year?
It was good. I liked it. It's good having a Ronnie back.
I felt like they were trying to. They didn't want to bring back the master, but they wanted to bring back somebody that was going to challenge the doctor,
Right.
like the master would have. And I think the Ronnie's the only contender.
Yeah, I think
And the fact that by generation happened twice,
twice.
so it's by generation.
My son said, actually, we finally get the Ronnie that we wanted, and she gets eaten.
Literally in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
What should be better?
There was 2 Ronnies at a
there were
point.
2 Ronnies because of by generation. You had the need adoption one, and you had the new the one that came after ours. The newer one, and again I forgot her name. But then she
Mrs.
gets
Flood.
eaten. Yeah, Mrs. Flood, and she's the one who survived. So she dematerialized herself. And,
She got the hell out quick.
yeah, she got out, and the other one got eaten. But
I just
can always
realized.
come back somehow.
I just realized, talking about like bi-generation, I'm like, now that the master, if they know that the doctor bi-generated, is probably going to 100% try to bi-generate to
Right.
compete, like, and because they're so full of themselves that they would.
Yeah.
Right. Well, by generation is supposed to be very rare occurrence.
Supposedly.
I still like to think that RTD stole that idea from me because I've always fan fiction in my head was always like, wouldn't it be neat to do a regeneration episode, but somehow the old Doctor still stayed while the new Doctor was there, and they kind of had the first adventure together, and then at some point the old Doctor just kind of like fades away, leaving you the new one. Not stays around and has a family on Earth.
He's off
Hangs out with
having a
them.
picnic.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, the Ronnie's taking over the Earth. Where the hell's 14? Right? Come on. You should have called him right away. Why do we need 15? We got 14 right here. I don't know. Maybe he went off planet. That's the way they do it. Yeah, he's off planet. Taking roads somewhere. But anyway, thank you for coming out. I appreciate everybody's input. And I do have some free ribbons up here, so feel free to take one. It's prerogative of a Time Lord.
I heard about a new Dalek dating service.
What is it?
Exterminate.
Guys, please come to our panel tomorrow.